Welcome to the 17th season of Tracks Across Africa on Outdoor Channel. A whole lot of Africa's passed under our boots since we started, but the great game fields of the Dark Continent and the lure of safari is still as strong in our hearts as it is in our camera lens. The curse of COVID called for careful planning and a damn good travel agent last season, but we kept the camera crews in the field, from Kilimanjaro to the Eastern Cape, and the result was one of the finest filming seasons our Tracks crew has ever enjoyed. Let's kick off the new season in Zimbabwe, where we join professional hunter Buzz Charlton and his hunter Todd Curell as they stalk Cape Buffalo in my beloved Zambezi Valley. Buffalo and the thick stuff never disappoints, and this hunt is no exception. For the 17th time, welcome to another great season of Tracks Across Africa.
So the gateway drug for Africa for me, as I think it is for many people, my first trip was to South Africa. And, you know, obviously it's kind of a great place to get started. It's very affordable, more affordable even than a lot of Western US hunts for something like elk or trophy mule deer. You can go there and you can see many, many different species in one place. And really have an awesome experience, plug and play, to get your feet wet. It's a very easy culture to navigate in terms of travel and people's willingness to accommodate you, and in particular in a safari camp. But that's kind of just the beginning, because after that your interest kind of grows in having a little bit more of an authentic experience. You know, the tracking experience, the bush camps, the more wild places where fewer and fewer people go, which is something that really draws me.
I've been chatting to Todd for a couple of years now about booking a double buffalo hunt with the option of hunting an elephant bull, and we finally got it together this year, and it's great after the whole coronavirus of last year of not being able to get out. So we've been very excited about this hunt.
Okay, so we have two game scouts. One's a national parks one, one's a council one. We'll have one guy with us at the time. So this is Kabu, who's our council one. Todd.
Pleasure.
And Wellington, who's our national parks guy.
Good to meet you.
Right, come on, let's go up to the range and we'll have a crack. Todd, we'll have a crack at normal sort of buffalo range, and then look, the open side double shoots where it shoots. If you want to have a crack just for fun, you're welcome. If you don't.
So this is a J&O Rigby, an old one. Serial number dates it to 1897 to 1913, they reckon. I suppose if I inquired a little bit deeper, they'd be able to tell me the exact date and who it was made for. But at one time, this gun was probably in pretty rough condition, and then a company, and they'd be mad at me if they heard this, because I don't remember if they're in Germany or Austria, but Hartmann and Weiss. Are you familiar with them?
Yes, I am.
They did the restore on this gun, restocked it just beautifully. That checkering is just, I mean, tight and, you know, not sharp. It's perfectly done, perfectly executed, beautiful wood on it. And for a gun as old as this is, for a double, it shoots incredibly well. I had a modern scope put on it. It did have an optic to begin with, so I wasn't the one that defiled this beautiful gun with a modern optic. But for a 9.3 by 74R, it's just a perfect kind of light, quasi-large bore buffalo plains game kind of one and done rifle.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Good shooting. Don't need to play with that anymore. That's great. Okay, guys, let's go and have a look-see.
I want to share some really exciting news with you. One of the things I've learned from doing the Tracks Across Africa TV series for 21 years now is that nearly everybody I talk to has hunted Cape buffalo or they have dreamed of hunting Cape buffalo. And we are going to make that dream come true for one lucky hunter. We have teamed up with legendary safari outfitter Charlton McCallum Safaris of Zimbabwe for what we are calling the ultimate buffalo giveaway.
Unbelievable.
This is a 10-day buffalo hunt in the legendary Zambezi Valley of Zimbabwe. And this safari can be taken in either 2026 or 2027. And to capture every memorable moment of this epic buffalo adventure, we are going to film it for an episode of our SCI's Tracks Across Africa television series. And I'm going to have you right here on our digital podcast to break down your hunt. And if you're subscribed as an annual member of Safari Classics TV by March 31st, you are automatically entered to win this 10-day buffalo safari with Charlton McCallum Safaris. Now look, I've had a few guys say, how do I sign up? Well, it's actually pretty easy. We're going to walk you through that right now. The first step is go to safariclassicstv.com and activate your account. You'll select annual membership and then complete the registration, including your payment method. Now you can download the app on your smart TV or mobile device and you can start streaming immediately.
What's happening, Buzz? We've got a dagger boy, he's walking straight down the road. Let's just go and have a... Awesome.
This is an authentic hunt. I mean, this is not a game drive sightseeing tour. This is legitimate. There's a track, get some water. We're gonna be a while, and it is an incredible experience. The purest form of African hunting, the purest form of hunting that one can experience. Just truly amazing. You really can't understate how amazing a good tracker in Africa is. You know, some of those places, you know, even Buzz and I would just look at each other and just throw our hands up and just say, I have no idea how in the world they just did that.
See the one's nose just sticking on. I want to try and see what he's like. Let's give them a little time to move, then we'll come back around. Just hope we can find them in something a bit more open. Knee on the sticks, okay? Good idea. In case something else comes on. That's a good idea. This is a good place. Just you keep still and see what comes on. They're gonna come out and eat on that green stuff there. That bull is also still too young. Beautiful situation.
Chased a nice herd of buffalo for a ways. Finally found an opening. This is thick bush in here. finally found an opening to try and thread the needle. There was a small pan, young buffalo. Looked like you could eventually be good, but there was a young buffalo laying down in the pan and the herd was starting to move through, and same old tale of the wind. Little spin of the wind and off they go. Followed them for a while longer, and in that thick stuff, it's hard to see, and wind spun again, and we pushed the herd twice, and we're getting a little bit low on light, so it's time to go.
No, I think it was a good deal to leave them, because it's quite a sensitive area. It's not a big area, so why push them out? You know, we haven't got a lot of time. We did see one bull that, as I say, is I think for a good 40. He was broomed down, so I'm sure he had hard bosses. Didn't see it looking at us, so I can't be 100% sure.
All I saw
but
was
the fact it was broomed down.
Good sign.
It's a start. We had a slow morning, so at least we actually had a bit of action in the
Always
afternoon.
fun to get on them the first day either way, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
For sure.
Justify a good shower and a beer afterwards.
Definitely.
Dugger boy that there, look at the size of his trach from last night there. So we've got a herd, I'm guessing 50, 60 strong there here early this morning feeding in this grass here. So tracking will be a little bit difficult because they're around and about. Just pray that we catch them in this kind of country, which will be a novelty for us. We haven't had it yet. These buffalo have been very little pressure from a trophy hunting perspective, so good chance of some good bulls here. Get ready, okay, when he exposes his shoulder. You could take him. Go around. How did it feel? Good. Feel good, yeah? Can you clearly see him? I can see him. I can. I'll put one in. Can I load again? Wait. Safety on. Yeah, fine. Yeah, mate. And again. Load again. Okay, let's just wait. Let's wait.
That's a good feeling.
Well, that's what a beautiful hunt, eh? Ooh, we've worked for him, eh? Good tracking, gentlemen. What a beautiful old bull. That's the best sound right there.
That's heaven.
Woo. Gee, what a bull, eh? Have a look at that.
Well done, eh? He's beautiful.
Beautiful.
That is proper, eh? You win. Well done, guys. That's a magnificent bull, eh?
Look in there. Side brake shot there. It'll sting like for 10 minutes and then we'll go. How did we all walk past? Mugwell.
What's going on?
We've had our first hit from wasps. Unfortunately, it's Todd who took it. Side brain shot. Ouch. Yeah, they horrible suckers, eh? Todd, no luck, man. It'll sting an itch for like 10 minutes. Just tell me how you're doing. Make sure you haven't got a reaction to it. Young bull. I might shout at one if it's a big one, but just wait for me to say shoot. Feel good? Looking directly at us, eh?
Yep.
Quartering on you.
It's quartering on.
Quartering on
So
you.
I tried to take the shoulder on this side.
Yeah. Quickly. went right through, eh? Hey? That exited right through this fish.
So much better than I was thinking it was going to go.
Sorry, I did what I needed to do.
No,
There,
sure, man.
so, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Well, we're exactly halfway point, and we followed in the morning. We followed a herd in the thickest stuff you can ever imagine. We bumped them and barely saw them, and then we carried on driving around to see what was coming into the area with the plan of going back to the ones that we had left in the morning. So we had lunch, and then we've been tracking them through some seriously thick stuff, and caught up to them and had one or two nice approaches with just some young bulls. But we hadn't seen the whole herd, and then we got in front of them in some very, very thick bush. And this incredibly beautiful bull, he's deep, got beautiful bosses, gave Todd a frontal shot, which is never the easiest, and just slightly off the mark, but right through liver and everything, and he was pretty sore, and a little follow-up, and here he is. But what a very, very beautiful bull, eh? So Todd, well done. What a pleasure. Two good buffalo, eh?
Appreciate it, Buzz.
Pleasure.